I got a package that came in the mail today from the house of Aromas De Salazar. Get into it. Hi, I noticed you're watching our content and enjoying our videos. Are you enjoying that fragrance related content? Well, since you're enjoying the content so much, why don't you go ahead and subscribe to our channel and click that notification bell and stay up to date whenever we upload content. You know you want to. First of all, this coat of arms right here, like this is clean. I like this design, that green, black, got the white trim and everything, very easily to convey, easy to transfer, very nice. I love this coat of arm design here. So we got our package here, unroll that, got it in a black velvet bag, and here is our fragrance, Cafe Fiesta Tincture Edition. Just take a look at this juice here. Now, your bottles may not have a piece of tape on it like mine does. I was noticing that the label was made out of almost like this paper-like material, and I hate when my labels get messed up. So I put a piece of tape on here. So if I had a little bit of overspray or some oil or something like that drip down, that it wouldn't ruin the label. Here you are met with a silver atomizer. Check the spray on this. Super wide distribution. Love that. Let's take a look at the notes. The notes for this fragrance is pineapple, green mandarin, bergamot. Heart notes are hedione, rose absolute, Italian coffee extract, vanilla bean, benzoin, isoe super, and whole wood. Let's get into this. As a person who really loves coffee fragrances, this is completely out of the park. Perfect, exactly what I want, exactly what I thought it was going to smell like. When looking at this fragrance online and seeing the notes and seeing the ingredients, I was just like, man, this possibly could smell like this, that, and the third. And when you get it and it smells exactly like what you want, perfect. This reminds me of a hybrid that I requested from Michael Dinsmore over at Making Sense. I ended up asking him to make me a hybrid of Aventus and Black Phantom. And those two came together and it just created this really rich, saturated, alluring, captivating fragrance that was just, it was so addicting. You just kept wanting to spray it and smell it and spray it some more. This has that same effect, but this one is brighter. And of course, this isn't a hybrid or anything like that. This is an original creation. It's also done in such a natural way. Everything about this smells completely natural. Nothing comes off synthetic. Nothing comes off annoying. Nothing smells like any chemical. It's just everything about this smells and comes off in a very natural way. It's full, it's dense, it's rich, has some tanginess. There's a bright green aspect to this as well. I want to say that's from that green mandarin. One thing I noticed is when I first spray it, you're gonna get that vanilla bean in the immediately in the opening. The coffee that you smell as it dries down, as it transitions, is different from the coffee when you first spray it. When you first spray it, it comes off almost like I guess if you poured coffee into a paper cup and then you took that paper cup, let it sit for a little bit, and then pour that coffee out and then allow that cup to dry. It smells like you added sugar to that coffee and then poured it out, and so you get like this really high-pitched dry coffee with some sweetness. There's this back and forth dance that this fragrance does as well, with dry and damp. With the wood is a rose, with the whole wood, it kind of has like a rosewood sort of vibe to it. Almost comes off like a oud, but it comes off in like this boozy, dry but damp way. And you get like this back and forth dance with that in this fragrance. You get a back and forth dance of dry and damp, full boozy, saturated, tangy. You're getting like this green aspect that's in there as well. Slight bit of spice in there, not a whole lot. It kind of come off like a really faint cinnamon or a tonka bean kind of a vibe. It's so full and opulent. I love the wood that is in here. and just how it works. Like I said, having that resinous, sweet, it got like this sweet, dry, resinous funk to it. The funk isn't too much, but it's just enough to add like a lot of character that can dance back and forth with that pineapple and that green mandarin. Green mandarin brings like this nice, bright, almost green herbal sort of a vibe. It's nearly harsh. The same way a yuzu would be sort of harsh in the way that's presented. This one's kind of like that, but just a bit more toned down. Very sort of pungent and just not as juicy, but a bit more harsh in the way it comes off. Everything comes together smoothly though. There's so many components in here that is strong and saturated and blended well. They all come together and just create this one unison scent, and it's beautiful. This isn't something that I would recommend wearing in the summer, but I'm going to be wearing it in the summer because I can't get enough of this already. Aromas De Salazar, I really hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. So far, you guys knocked this out of the park. I am in love with this scent here. Definitely loving that almost like a deep orange goldish sort of hue to that juice. Definitely loving that. It's super nice to see that, and it's just beautifully done. You're getting this smoldering, sweet, tangy, alluring, deep, warm, sort of mysterious, damp, dry, sweet, slightly funky. You're getting a nice floral component. Whenever you have like that oud and sort of rose kind of a vibe, or wood and rose sort of a vibe going on, it tends to be a really good time. Those two just tend to pair together when blended correctly, beautifully. I will drop the link in the description where you guys can check out his website and see what he has to offer and see if anything catches your attention. And that is it for this video, you guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will catch you guys soon.